seen people, keeping Bhagavad Gita at their home, touching the Bhagavad Gita. Oh, Bhagavad Gita, Om Namah Shivaya. Arey, what the hell are you doing? Worshipping something doesn't mean that you don't have to utilize that. It is supposed to be utilized, not worship. You can only worship it by utilizing
Right,
that and
right.
improving your life. Very important. Some people are there. Whenever I leave my house, I touch Bhagavad Gita. The spiritual person I am. Thank you so much. Very good spirituality. Great spirituality of following. Great.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Impul Books podcast. This is not the first episode, but I'm still saying that it is the first episode because it is the new Impul Books podcast. Because we are conducting interview for the first time in this podcast, and I'm really happy that I have with me Shobhit Singhal, and it's been an honor to have you on my podcast for the first time. And I'm really happy that you are the first guest on this podcast because you are not really a friend only to me, you are a mentor to me as well, because a lot of people don't know Shobhit Singhal maybe, but you are going to know him very soon. The reason is that he's doing a lot of things. I'm going to take a lot of names because it's going to be a long introduction. So I'm going to take a lot of names. This names does not matter to Shobhit, but I'm still saying these names. So he has worked with Berkeley's, Taj Mahal, Byju's, so all the names that is also is related to him, right? So he is not only the person who can like make you smile, but he's the person who can make you worthy as well, right? So he's the person who can make you develop your skills like nothing else. So in this digital age, we are doing a lot of stuff with this digital technology. We are spending a lot of amount of time, huge amount of time actually in the in our mobile phones and everyday life. So but how we can leverage this digital technology, we can learn from this person, and he is also writing a book. That's why I'm so much interested to learn a lot from him, because in the future maybe I will write a book as well, because I am really quite interested in the in book reading. As you know that I'm also going live. And thank you so much, Shobhit, for coming to this podcast. And I just want to know that how do you feel that this is the first time that you are coming to the Impul Books podcast?
Thank you so much, Mithu. Firstly, that long introduction, and I would say overestimating my achievements. I would say I have not done. I'm still doing. I'm still learning a lot of things. And on Impul Books, I'm very proud to be here. More than happy, I'm proud because I know that somewhere I'm also responsible for the success of your podcast. And I'm
Correct,
very
correct.
very happy. And like when you ask me that can you be here, I like why, like no second thoughts. I have to be here, and I'm sure that Impul Books is doing great. Impul Books is on various national level channels today. It's doing great, and and such a lovely introduction. Thank you so much. I feel great. Yeah.
For our listeners who don't know, and show the Impul Books is the, you know, is the product of Shobhit, you can say, because otherwise the Impul Books wouldn't have existed today. So thank you so much, Shobhit, again for the Impul Books, I would say. So I just want to know that what you are doing currently, because you are also doing job, as I know, and you have multiple
Yeah.
businesses running parallelly as well. So what are you doing currently?
See, basically, I my main focus for the next 3 years, I would say, or let's say for the next 1 year at least, is to grow my Transformers Hub. So Transformers Hub is
Okay.
basically a community that I have developed, and it is
Mm-hmm.
basically to transform people's knowledge into a education program. Being an education consultant and being in this training industry for more than 3 years now, I think I have, and what I've learned about me is that I know how to transform raw knowledge into into a tangible program or product, because knowledge programs are the most important things these days. Everyone is investing in knowledge today because that's the
Yeah.
most expensive thing today. It's not about
Correct.
it's not engineering, it is not medical, it's the knowledge of having that profession that's very important.
I mean,
And
what do you mean
people,
by
yeah.
this transform, Shobhit? I mean,
So
like we
basically,
have everything. Like,
yeah.
what is the transform? Can you please elaborate a
So
little?
for example, I'll tell you, Mithu. So unknowingly, we'll know a lot of things in our life. To be
Mm-hmm.
very honest. So for example, you are great with technology. For example, you have great YouTube channel. You have 1,000 subscribers. And for example, me, I don't even have 200 subscribers, but I have many followers on other social media. Why?
Right, right,
Because I
exactly.
don't know how to use the analytics or of YouTube. Now,
Mm-hmm.
because you have a knowledge, you think that I'm doing great, and I can I have good knowledge about YouTube. But what if your knowledge can help others? So basically, I want to transform the knowledge that you have of YouTube into a 10 episode program or a 10-day program, like that, like course basically. So I'm very good with that, because that's what I have done in my life. If you look at my other venture, Book Readers Club, that you mentioned. So Book Readers Club is this Book Readers. I didn't went to Oxford and book reading the certificate and मेरे पास and all that. No, nothing. What was that? It is just knowledge and passion of reading books, and that's why I started.
Right, right.
So anyone can become an entrepreneur by just transforming the knowledge into a tangible program. So that is something which I'm trying to create, and how to sell the program as well. All those analytics. So Transformers Hub is one thing that I'm doing. Apart from that, Book Readers Club is always there. Book Readers Club, I this year, in the beginning of before Corona hit, I had started that. And I wanted to inspire people to read books, because books have changed my life.
Yeah, I'm
And
also part of this.
yeah, so I'm very happy that you are there. And yeah, full time I work with a leading education firm. I work as a center manager. And
Great.
to be very honest, I'll not be I don't want to sound like a like an ego person, but I'll be very honest, I'm very proud of the fact that I genuinely have a full time job and an entrepreneurial career, because many people are not able to handle that. And something which I have learned in my life how to do that, something which I can teach people, is like how to manage your work life balance. So that's something. And it's very easy to be an entrepreneur plus an employee
Right, right.
in today's world. If someone says ki, no, entrepreneurship journey is like 24 hours you have to work and all, might be true, but not for me. If you're productive, if you can manage your time well, everything is possible. Yeah.
So, as you have talked about analytics, so I just want to know that in India, how many people do you think is really interested to reading? I mean, do you see any growth in terms of reader recently? I mean, or do you think that India is better than other countries like United States and Europe?
See, I'll tell you something. India is a hub of readers. Anciently, if you look at, India is the place of. Okay, before reading, let's talk about writing, because the
Okay.
passion of writing will lead to reading. So the first ever motivational speech
Right.
or a text was recorded was Bhagavad Gita in the entire world. Like
Yeah.
before even Bible came in this world, Bhagavad Gita was still present. To be very honest, if you look at research.
Right.
So I would say India is a land of self-help and literature books. Unfortunate fact today is entertainment is taking over education. That we have to
Yeah.
agree.
Correct.
Now, if you look at, if I don't know the analytics of readers basically, but I know the training industry. I know that self-help industry in 2019 was valued at 32 billion in US, and in India it was valued
Wow.
at still. In India it was not even eight. That not even 8 billion, not even 25% of the entire US, training industry. And training in the
Right.
reading is a big part of training industry basically. So what we can understand from this is India has a potential to read, but not we are not utilizing that for sure. Secondly, people like to collect books. That's something which I have seen. So basically, they will be like 100 books hai mere paas. I want to have. They have like I went to some people and they have like full stack of books, and some people have like Kindle subscriptions. They have PDFs, but they don't utilize that. I don't read books. Let me be very clear. Let me make this statement. I don't read books. I use books. Very important. Do not read
Okay.
books. Use
That's a
them.
great
Use
analogy, I
books.
think.
That's the most. Reading is not the solution. Anyone who comes in my book readers club, or anyone who asks me like, Shobit, I have financial problems, what should I do? The first sentence for any even a beggar, if asked me how can I improve my finance, I would say read Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's my first statement, because that book is the holy bible of financial education. When I suggest
Yeah.
this to people, they say, Shobit, I have read this book 4 years ago, can you suggest something new? So I always wonder, when you have read the book, you know the solutions, why you're not implementing those solutions? The income quadrant, the multiple sources of income, all that
Hmm.
passive income, those concepts people have learned, people have understood, people know, but why not utilizing them? So when you ask me that, Shobit, how many people read books? Many people read books, Mithu, but the problem is not even half of them are utilizing and implementing what they read in the book. That's the biggest problem. So reading book is not the solution.
Right.
Using book is the solution. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That was the motive that we started the Impulse Books at the first place. So, but I soon realized that I myself can't really implement all the things in a uh, when the world is so much fast, and it's really impossible for me to read a lot of books weekly and
Mhm.
implement all those things in a very short period of time and tell to my audience, because I can't really fake it, as I have already told on the podcast introduction as well. So it was really tough for me to keep implementing things and sharing with people. So I have decided to started interviewing people like you who have implemented a lot of great things from the books, like the 10x rule, the Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I think that would have been a nice experience to interview people like you. So I just want to know, Shobit, that do you think that I mean, reading books only help, like, if even if you use it, right? So suppose I am reading the book The Rich Dad Poor Dad, and there are some concepts that really resonates with me, and I have implemented these things as well. Maybe I have achieved a lot of money as well.
Mhm.
But do you think
Mhm.
that other than that we can read different kind of books as well, or should we explore different books, or just read books that is related to the finance only? I mean, maybe we have earned a lot of money through the
Yeah.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
See, I'll tell you something. See, I'll can tell from my personal experience. I think books are the solution to the problems. That's something which I always believe.
Okay.
Now, when I say that, I
Yeah.
mean that, for example, this book Ikigai. Okay. Now, this book is
Hmm.
basically a universal book. I would say anyone can read it and be happy. But a person who's already happy do not
Correct.
need to read this book. Now, for example, there is a yeah, great. So, for example, this book, for example, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I do not recommend this book to a person who has financial abundance. No, reading books or book selection of books is also important before reading the book. Now I would say that
Right, right.
first analyze the problem that you are facing currently in your life, and then according to that select a
Hmm.
book that you want to read. For example, there are a lot of things that I personally do not agree with Robin Sharma. If you look at Robin Sharma as an author, like
Okay.
he has written a lot of
Hmm.
Monk Who Sold His Ferrari and 5 a.m. Club. I would say these are not practical, theoretical, and all. So I would not, I read the books, but it's not something which I implement immediately in my life, because this is not something my thought process, and I'm not facing this problem in my life.
Hmm.
I'm not, I don't want to become a saint. I don't want to become, peaceful, and I have a lot of peace. I want to work hard and I want to make money. So that's my goals, my aspirations. For example, there's someone called as, for example, a housewife. She has this problem, her son is not listening to him, her and her husband is not giving attention to her. She's having marriageable problems or she's having family problems. Read a
Yeah.
book that can solve that
Hmm.
problem. I would not recommend Rich Dad Poor Dad to her. I would not recommend Atomic Habits to her. I would recommend read something like, a book that can help you build relationships, a book that can help you, which can help you understand your family issues. Basically, main thing is why people are not able to implement books, because they just read book for the sake of reading, or they say ki, oh, this is the best selling book, I have to read it. Arey, so understand this, is it directly relating to your life or not? Very important.
Right, right,
Then it
right.
will be very, that it will make sense. Very important. So yeah, I would say, okay,
Yeah.
relation of the book with your personal life is also important when you read the book. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So with this note, I want to say something like when I first
Mm-hmm.
started reading after joining the book readers club of yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really reading the book for the sake of reading for the first time, honestly
Yeah.
speaking, because I joined the club and my goal was to just read books, because I knew all this thing that those fancy things, like when we read books, we are going to get this, we are going to be billionaire, we are going to be peaceful, we are going
Yeah.
to be sent. All the time I'm thinking like, okay, I'm watching all these YouTube videos and all of the people, successful people, recommend books. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought that, okay, let's give it a read. So I was reading for the sake of reading, honestly speaking. For the first 3 4 books I have read it for the sake of reading. But after I consulted with you, you personally told me ki, okay, tell me your problem. So we find out that, okay, you told me that, okay, read this book, this is going to solve that specific problem in your life. So that's the moment I think that, okay, a book can solve a specific problem in my life as well. So it's not like the ye book bestseller hai, so let's go for it. So it's not like that. Okay. So that's the moment I realized that, okay, people should read books according to their problem that is currently they're facing in their life. So That's definitely was a life-changing moment for me because I started looking at books differently because reading is very easy, I would say, just as you have given all the formulas for how to read better. Like reading is easy, but how to implement them, right? So this is really a great question in our journey of book reading, I would say. So thank you again, Shobit, for showing me the path of becoming a book reader actually. So it's not really someone who
Yeah.
just read for the sake of reading, right? So I just want to know one thing, that do you think that it's really a good thing if you're a avid reader? So do you think it will help you if you just write a book yourself? Just do you think it helps? I just want to know. I'm just curious to know.
See, I'll tell you something. The reasons, I would say every single person on this earth should document their knowledge. First thing, the book is not
Okay.
supposed to be, book is not only for, oh, I want to be, I want to be an author. No, that's not the
Mm-hmm.
only purpose of book. Especially in the profession of knowledge
Mm-hmm.
business or training business, the entrepreneurship business. See, understand this. If you go to a hospital and you have, khasi zukam hai, and body pain, you go and see a generalist, right? And you pay 300 rupees
Yeah.
as
Right. Right.
consultation fees. If I go to, let's say, a cardiologist or someone like, oh, I have chest pain, I have knee pain, I have some, I have mental health, you end up paying more than
Mm-hmm.
1,000 rupees to that consultation. So what is the difference between a
Yeah. Correct.
journalist and the specialist? Because he specializes in one major factor, and you are ready to pay more, more money to that person. When you write a book, you become an authority in your field. Nobody can question your authority then. So let's say, for example, if you are, for example, like Shobit. Okay, Shobit is very good with knowledge transfer. He's a very good person with training business. He's a good trainer. How do you believe that? But if you tell me that Shobit is the author of the best-selling book which talks about how to invest in your self-development. So will you trust me more after listening to this, or will you trust me more with the first sentence? So same thing that happens. Firstly, the benefit of book writing is you will become an authority and people will have more trust on you. Grant Cardone has built his
Okay.
entire empire on 10x Road. If you research about him, 10x conference till
Right.
date, he's 10x conference, 10x, 10x, 10x. He's leveraged this word so much, and that's what he is doing. And why shouldn't he do that? Robert Kiyoski's entire career was built on Rich Dad Poor Dad. So basically, a book can change your life. Trust me. And like there are a lot of trainers, lot of authors. Tony Robbins still money masters the game. All that books that he wrote in 1990s and late 2000s, still date he unleashed the power. All these books have changed trainers' life, or self development coaches' life. And it's not only about that. If you look
Correct.
at, people know more about Steve Jobs through his books. People know more about Jack Ma through his books. Elon Musk के interviews नहीं सुने होंगे लोगों ने, but book everyone is reading. So that's what something. Book is not only for becoming an author. Author is, because I'm not Chetan Bhagat that only. Look at Chetan Bhagat, for example. Look, Chetan Bhagat had built his entire career of speeches, writing, and all these. There are 10 things he's doing apart from being an author. Very honestly, based on
Yeah.
being an author, he got a lot of opportunities. So let's say you are a business owner. Let's say, for example, Mithu Roy. Today you have Impul Books. Next year you have more. Impul Books is growing. You write a book, how to be a podcaster, or podcasting rules, something like that. Then you will become an authority in your podcasting world. For example, people will have more faith on you.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy has written a book. If you have written a book, that means you are the master of your universe, basically. So writing book
I
is
know my
very,
skills,
it's,
right?
yeah, people will have inherent trust on you. People need, see, humans need authentication. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. It's a very important statement, but it's true. So people see that, okay, this person has training videos. This person has this much
Yeah.
certificate. This person, something that you have created out of your own. One is consumption, one is creation. Book is your creation. Reading book is still consumption. Writing book is creation. So I would say, don't be a consumer, be also a creator. Very important.
Okay, so I think do you as a creator myself also,
Mm-hmm.
so I do create videos on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
I just I feel that it is a lot of competitive in terms of this space is it has a lot of competition because we need to compete for the keyword, we need to compete for the
Mm-hmm.
same related videos. So I think I feel that there are a lot of competition. So do you think that having a second source of influence. I'm not talking about the income, I'm talking about the second source of influence, because people can have multiple sources of influences as well. Because as I think that you talked about the book is nothing but an influence, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to know that, do you think that influencers should have a second source of influences as well, and what they can be? I mean, because other than creating YouTube videos or podcast or just hosting the meetings on the Zoom, we can create influence in any other ways as well. So what are these?
In my research, there are three kinds of influencers in this world. Okay, entire space. One are inventors who invent, such kind of content which we have never seen. Okay, this is something which is completely new, a new concept. Okay, so if you can be in that kind of influencer, that would be amazing. Second kinds of influencers which are most common are innovators. Innovators are basically who have the concept right and they're innovating every day. Okay, they're okay. This is something which I've learned from this person, and this is what something I would keep myself as innovator because I'm just innovating new things. Book Readers Club was completely, completely invention because I had no reference point. I just started my own, I just learned on my own. Okay, that kind of influence. So one influence is inventing, one influence is innovating, and third kind of influence is following. People try to follow people. Okay, what he's doing, what this guy is doing, I am
Right.
also doing the same. This guy is doing, I'm also doing the same. I'll tell you who are inventors. Okay, Dan Lok is a great inventor. I have never, like, his videos are very original, his content is very original. It is my personal experience. Okay, either you be an inventor, either you be an innovator, or either you be a follower. If you can reach up to inventor level, that's great. Okay, any kind of video, audio, podcast you are creating, amazing. Or you be an innovator. For example, every single podcast or every single YouTube video that we're creating is part of innovation because somebody already has done this. When we are innovating this on a daily basis and creating our own content. Or and third, we are followers. I am not a follower. I don't like to follow because I follow, but I don't like copycat basically. Okay, no, that type. So either reach the inventor level, either reach the innovator level, or be the copycat or follower. Yeah, that's something which we need to do.
Okay. So Shobhat, I just want to know. I didn't have this question in my mind, but I still want to ask because you
Sure.
mentioned it, Bhagavad Gita. So do you think
Yeah.
it has any impact in your life?
Of course, of course, of course. Like, to be very honest, I owe a lot of things to Bhagavad Gita. When I first read it, I read it last year, firstly, and I'll name two people which had read and which I genuinely want to name this person at least, Dr. Vivek Bindra. He is one of the leading YouTuber and
Yeah.
motivational speaker of India, and he has made a lot of videos on Bhagavad Gita, and I would say that after watching his videos I got a motivation that okay, I also should read that text because in we have, like, we go to all these American authors. India has its own full grown motivational text, and it has really great impact on me. It is, people think it's a spiritual text, people think it is Hindu oriented text, or people also think it's a motivational text. No, it is a damn bloody practical text. It is a practical knowledge. It can change your life because the kind of strategies that has been mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, it is out of this world. The simple fact that when Arjun has to attack his family, and Krishna stays saying that
Yeah.
you are a kshatriya, you are a warrior, your job is to fight people. You have given, so that
Yeah.
there's a very good there's a very good
This is
statement
your
that is
duty.
said. That is your duty. It is very much said that when
Yeah.
Arjun says that I don't want to fight my, how can I fight my family? So he says that you have given them an option of peace, but they didn't took it. Now they have given you an option to fight a war. Now you fight it. So it's amazing. So Bhagavad Gita can teach you a lot. I would say that every single person on this earth should read Bhagavad Gita at least once in their life, for sure. Yeah.
So initially, I started Bhagavad Gita as part the Book Readers Club. As you have mentioned that in the Book Readers Club that we are all going to read together Bhagavad Gita. I was so much excited initially, but the moment I started reading the Bhagavad Gita after like 7-8 chapters, I started losing the interest. Honestly speaking, I didn't know what's the reason, but I have tried rereading on
I'll
my
tell you
own
the
language,
reason.
Bengali
I'll
as
tell you
well.
the reason.
Yeah.
can give you the reason.
Yeah, please show
People
me
read
some.
the
some.
so I'll tell you something. See, understand this. Imagine a kid, a child. He's afraid of, let's say tablets, for example. A kid who's afraid of tablets. So sometimes what mother does is she dissolves the tablets in the food or something like that, and then the kid is happily taking,
Yeah,
and he doesn't even realize it.
yeah, I used to hate that,
Sometimes
man.
just sometimes to read or completely absorb the material, it's not important to read it in the raw format कि जैसा लिखा है वैसे ही पढ़ूंगा मैं तो. Some people are like श्लोक, I
Yeah,
can't remember the श्लोक शोभित. अरे I don't even remember the श्लोक, I don't have to. What I just need, and people they नहीं नहीं हिंदी में लिखे संस्कृत में लिखे तो वही पढ़ेंगे. नहीं, buy a Bhagavad, don't buy the raw material if you don't want to. I have also like a refined refined material only. The important thing is what you can understand the concept. You don't need to read it in a raw format line by line. Sometimes in Bhagavad Gita, I don't remember, there are like more 500 shlokas. I can't 600, sorry, more than 500 shlokas. I can't remember every single thing, but I have taken key takeaways. When I read something, I take the key takeaways. What are the best important shloka? For example, one great message from Bhagavad Gita is, like just like summer and winter, you cannot have, when you are staying in winter, you have to wear, you cannot change the weather. Basically, you have to prepare by, wearing
yeah,
warm clothes and all. Just like that, life is always ups and downs. You have to prepare on your own to face those challenges. So these small tactics and small learnings that is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, those are important. Not to read the entire text, not to, remember the entire shloka. That is not the aim, and that should not be the aim. Very important. Aim is to use Bhagavad Gita, not read them. And I've seen people, keeping Bhagavad Gita at their home, touching the Bhagavad Gita. Oh, Bhagavad Gita, Om Namah Shivaya. Arey, what the hell are you doing? Worshipping something doesn't mean that, you don't have to utilize that. It is supposed to be utilized, not worship. You can only worship it by utilizing
right,
that
right.
and improving your life. Very important. Some people are there. Whenever I leave my house, I touch Bhagavad Gita. The spiritual person I am. Thank you so much. Very good spirituality. Great spirituality you're following. Great. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of Bhagavad Gita, I felt really, guilty for like 2 months that I didn't read the Bhagavad Gita, honestly. So, but after that, I watched a video of the Ranveer Alavadia. He has a podcast as well, the Ranveer Show.
Correct, correct.
So, in that channel, he said that there is a time for spiritual books to come to you instead of you go to the spiritual books. Like there is always a time that when you feel that okay, this is something that I really want to read, that's something I feel that will resonate with me, so there is always a time. So we should not feel bad for this, because there are
Yeah.
because Ranbir Allahabadi also didn't read the book properly as well. So he said that
Yeah.
there is a time for everything. So a huge shout out to Ranbir. So I
In
think
fact,
it's
I
really
would like to
important
add
for,
something
yeah.
here. Very important. I urge people and I request people who are listening or watching this, Bhagavad Gita, do not treat Bhagavad Gita as a spiritual book. Spiritual books teach you,
Correct.
how to, like, how to live a life peacefully and all. No, Bhagavad Gita does not do that. Bhagavad Gita does not tell you how to live your life. Bhagavad Gita tells you what are the ways you can improve your life and how to face challenge. It is very practical book. When people say ki it's a spiritual text, it's a Hindu. Some people have seen that, okay, because they compare it with Ramayana and, Mahabharata. No, Ramayana and Mahabharata is a different form of text. Bhagavad Gita is a different form of text. Bhagavad Gita tells you life lessons. Ramayana and Mahabharata is basically
Correct.
is at the end of the day, it's a story. To you, how you interpret it. Bhagavad Gita do not give you option of that. Bhagavad Gita tells you exactly what you need to do in your life to succeed, and it's the best practical motivational text. So it's not a spiritual text. You will not be close to God. You will be close to your success. Simple. So yeah,
That's great. That's a great
yeah,
lesson, I think. Yeah.
yeah,
Shobit, you are also writing a book, as I know.
yeah.
So, do you have any, anything to say about it? Like, do you want to say something to our audience that what is the book about?
So the title of the book is "The Best Investment in the World," and I
Okay.
I don't know when it will be coming out. Next year only, because I'm still in the writing stage. Because I don't write
Yeah,
books. Just I don't
2021,
want to
right?
write a book. Yeah, 2021. So basically, I don't want to write a book just for the sake of writing. I'm trying to write a book which will definitely impact someone's life, definitely. And I don't want to give you too much information about the book because I want to keep it a secret. But yeah, it is
Yeah,
if I ask
obviously.
someone what is the best investment in the world, someone will say real estate. Someone will say, okay, the best investment in the world is gold. Someone will say stock market. Someone will say a lot of things, but none of this will give you as much returns as something else. That something else is what you need to read the book for, and that is the best investment in the world. And that is in that investment will give you 10x results, 10x returns of your
Great,
investment.
great.
So what is that investment? Please read the book,
I'm really quite
and it will be
excited to
yours.
know what is it. I think you would tell me in the off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, Shobit. So I felt this actually, so personally in personal level. So that's why I want to ask this question because whenever we go in the path of growth, like we're doing something
Mm-hmm.
new that is totally off topic, like no, a lot of people are not doing. Suppose a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people are doing a 9 to 5
Mm-hmm.
job, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we are doing something different as well other than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that it requires a lot of your time and
Mm-hmm.
energy, and also some relationships that you may need to give time to
Mm-hmm.
may lack of this style may get some lack of
Mm-hmm.
this time as well, and also you
Mm-hmm.
may have some entertainment time which you don't really get in this kind of thing. So do you think that
Mm-hmm.
we lose the humor if we keep doing this thing?
Yeah, see, I'll tell you something. Firstly, people use humor to take the stress away. Very important.
Yeah.
For example, let's replace humors with, having a weekend life or personal life of, going to parties and, having, do you think people go there, because they like to go? No, they go there to take the stress out because there are a lot of other things that they don't enjoy in their life. And to replace that stress, कि चलो यार weekend तो at least enjoy करेंगे, that is the main thing. So you need relaxation, humor, because first when you have stress in your life, people who are doing entrepreneurship by their passion, basically people who are following their passion, firstly they don't have any stress in their life. For example, I work like I slog my work my body 15 hours a day doing different stuff, but that is not stress for me because I like that stress. So post that I don't feel like
Yeah.
oh, I need humor in my life, oh, I need to have beer in my life, I need to chill. I don't feel like that because I'm in fact I'm looking forward. I wait for a Monday to start. People hate Monday. So basically,
Yeah,
so
work for something
once,
that you like to do.
yeah, it's a very simple. It's from ages. It's going on. Three Idiots के time से this theory is coming,
Yeah.
but it is still true. And
Yeah.
today, and earlier it was very difficult to follow your passion. Earlier it was very difficult to follow
Correct,
your
correct.
dreams and doing something additional or something in today's world, in the knowledge business, because it is very easy. It is very easy to do that average mindset and doing something else. And I have said I'm saying Indian government has changed by introducing new education policy. Why can't we change ourselves? So I would say that now it's the time to change ourselves. Now it is time to be innovators. Now it is time to accept changes. 9 to 5 was a requirement 10 years ago. People didn't have entrepreneurship opportunities. People needed capital to start a business. People needed space to start a business. People needed support to start a business. Today, do you think I'm a very rich guy who has capital and invested business and I have showrooms and all? No, I my business consists of a table, a chair, a laptop, a webcam, and a mobile, or maybe the small mouse. Nothing else. I'm nothing. All my businesses, Book Readers Club, Transformers Hub, book writing, everything is working from there. So today we are becoming virtual entrepreneurs. So why not use that? So very simple. So if you're looking for humor, stress buster, you have stress. That's why you need a stress buster. I have very simple theory. And relation, for example, you want to maintain relations. You want to maintain relation because you're not able to, because you have not maintained it in the first case because you were busy with doing something which you didn't
Okay.
like.
Yeah.
Today I have nothing like that. When I come back, I very happily talk to my sister, talk to my father because I don't have any problems in my life. Very simple. So if you can manage your life in that way,
So,
it will
yeah.
no nothing will happen. Yeah.
So, what do you do for relaxation? I think I remember that do not read books for only relaxation. So, you're telling me this. So, what do you do actually for relaxation?
See, I'll tell you, Mithu, to be very honest, this might sound a very philosophical answer to you, but I have relaxed enough in my life for the first 25 years. Till December 2018, I was just relaxing only, I would say. बहुत relax कर लिया मैंने. Now I want to be unstoppable. Now I want to I want to achieve things that I don't. I'm 27 right now. I have completed 27, and by age of 30, I have a lot of goals. Personal goals I not share. Financial goals, that is something very personal to me. But I would say I want to be a TEDx speaker. I want to be a writer, author. I want to have my own online business. I want to make Transformers of worth rupees 1 crore by in the next 3 years. I want to, I want to have my own
Great.
house, my car, all those things, So I don't want to be like just for relaxation. Yeah, I talk to my sister, I talk to my friends sometimes. Importantly, Netflix is an amazing place, gold mine of great content. So I watch documentaries. I just
Yeah.
want to, work on myself. I just want to become a better version of myself every day. And about personal relaxation, okay, let's see. One day will come. I will have. I'm not lucky enough to, have a live-in relation like some people in Kolkata. So, so, so one day that day will come. I know, but right now I'm quite happy in that space. I'm quite happy in this space, and I have personal life. My personal life is revolving around my professional life that I want to achieve. So I'm very happy in that space, and I'm not saying everyone should be like that. Everyone should. I stay alone in a 1 BHK in Bangalore and in an area which is very quiet, and I want to work. If I want to hang out, I hang out with my sister, sometimes with my friend or something like that. But yeah, that's my personal life to this limit because I've I've enjoyed my life to the fullest till 25 years, till the age of 25. Now I want to work. Yeah.
That's really, I mean, motivating. When I work for a quite of 2.5 hours period of time, then I go back to my being bed and just relax. So that's the thing I do. But okay, so let's keep this thing apart. And I just want to end this podcast with some rapid fire questions that I have for you.
Okay.
I hope you're ready for this.
Yeah.
So
Shoot.
I just want to
And
know
it will fun.
these are. So I just want to know that when you are getting married.
Yeah. Honestly, don't know, but not for the next 3 years for sure because lot of personal things, lot of things to be achieved. But yeah, I would like to say
Okay.
I will get married one day for sure because I want to have a family. That's very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So three TV shows or documentaries that you really recommend to our audience.
Okay. Uh, from self development point of view or entertainment point of view.
No, anything that you like or resonates with you. Anything. This can be a comedy as
Okay.
well.
Okay, fine. So I'll three TV shows I recommend which I really love as it from entertainment point of view and all time is first is 24.
Mm-hmm.
There's a series called 24 starring Kiefer Sutherland,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an action thriller US drama, and I just love
Yeah.
it.
Right.
I don't know, I just love it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And
Yeah, I saw the
secondly, I
trailer,
would
man.
yeah, please watch. Don't watch the Anil Kapoor one, Indian one. Watch the original US one.
No, I didn't.
So,
I didn't yet.
so one thing is that. Secondly, obviously, like all type, it might sound cliche, but Breaking Bad. I don't know why, but it's like it's a drug. It's like you can consume it again and again. And you will never get tired while watching it.
That is on
And
the Netflix, right?
it's Netflix. You will get it, yes. And yeah, that is something very
Yeah.
important. And I love that. I love that TV series. And third, it's very controversial. People might not like this answer, but I love House of Cards. And the kind of strategy, the kind of mind that he uses, and I know it was in a bad way, but watch House of Cards to understand how politics and diplomacy works. So yeah, these three things. From entertainment
Okay.
point of view, this is something which I love. And from self-development point of view, three things I really recommend people is first thing, for my life changed after I watched this documentary called What the Health on Netflix. And it talks about how to have healthy living and why to have healthy living. Like I'm trying to live my life healthy because I watched this documentary. So please watch what the hell. And on Netflix there is something called as Social Dilemma. Watch that. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah, I recently
Very
watched it.
interesting.
Yeah, I
It's
highly
very
recommend
interesting.
everyone to watch this.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
interesting. And I would say, yeah, recently, Scam 1992, Harshad Mehta story by Sony Live. Amazing TV series. I
Yeah.
loved it. As a commerce student, I loved it. Everyone to understand how finance works, commerce works, to understand, please watch that. I really recommend it.
Okay, great. So I just want to know that do you want to share one mistake in your life that in terms of I'm not going to talk about like business or anything like that in
Mm-hmm.
life that do you think
Mm-hmm.
okay this is the mistake that I would like to go back and fix if it is possible.
Yeah, this sounds again very common, but this happened to most people, and this happened to me also. When you care about what people are gonna say about you or your life or your actions, that's the biggest mistake I've done. Till like I was okay. I was in Mumbai. I was working in one leading company as a salesperson, and I was earning like 50, 60, 70,000. You know, at the age of 25, and I wanted to quit that basically. So I called my father. I said, "Ki, Papa, I want to quit my job." So Shobit, what is your income right now? 58,000 is my fixed income plus variables of all that. So my father
Yeah.
said, Ki, what's your age right now? I said 25 is my age. And he said Ki, when I was 60, when I retired from my service, my salary was 40,000. So technically, you are half my age and you are earning double of what I earned when I retired. How can you think of quitting this job? So I said, okay. So basically, this is one example I'm giving, but what what my followers will say, what my friends will say. Like till date, people like, I'm conscious of making a video. Yeah, why the hell do you have to think about it? Just want to share some content with the world. Go crazy, and for example, some people I don't like to sell. Like in my courses and my webinar, I shy away from people. What will they think? I'm a salesperson. Your job, I would say that you are doing a favor by selling people. Why? Because it is your job. If you have created something great, it is your job to make sure that people have access to it. And why you're if you're charging it, again, you're doing a service to them, because if they take it free, they will never value it. Very simple. Very simple.
Right. Right.
So it's like so ultimately the mistake that I've done in my life, for now though I don't have any kind of reservations like that, but mostly what people will say about me, what people will think about me. So that is something which I like, which that mistake, even today many people are making it. So please don't make that mistake. Even even if your family is also against you, your life, they will not live that life, you will live that life. So very, yeah, so that's something, that mistake I have made, not anymore. I would recommend, don't make this mistake. I would recommend, read the Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. That's a very good book.
By Mark Manson. Yeah, I quite like this
Yeah, of
book,
course.
and this is the. I think I remember this day when I read the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, for the first time, recommended by you
Mm-hmm.
on the book reading club marathon. I was first on the first day. I think I have stopped using social media for like 30 days. That was the time when I was reading these books, and I was
Yeah.
sending takeaways to you through SMS, not what because I have stopped. I stopped using WhatsApp as well. So I was too
Yeah,
crazy
before
about
I
like
forget,
quitting social media for 30 days.
so
Yeah, yeah, sure.
this is something, this the activity that you do, writing takeaways and sharing. If someone wants to start reading books, or someone wants to retain the knowledge of book reading, the best way to do, write takeaways and share it with the world. Because when you write it, or
Yeah,
share it
correct.
with the world, it's not for them, it's for you. You will remember them. And the most,
Yeah,
because, and this is the best way to remember the teachings of the book. You will never remember the text from first page to last page. There are a lot of, even I don't remember a lot of things, but what I remember is the
yeah,
main things of
it's
what I
obvious.
shared with the world. So please do that. That activity will really help you to retain knowledge of book reading.
Yeah, that may help you create different kind of contents as well, and as well as you may create
Yeah.
another product like Impul Books. So, so I
Yeah.
just want to get back to the story again. So
Sure, sure.
that was the time when I was sending, SMS to you. I
Mhm.
was writing takeaways in my SMS app, and I was sending this SMS takeaways to you
Mhm.
when I was reading. So I was in this social media fast thing. So for
Mm.
30 days, I quite remember these days, and honestly speaking, I really did enjoy, because when I wake up I didn't have much to do, just because my phone, in my phone there was nothing but this call option. I could call someone. Other than that, there was no more apps or anything like that. And so I used to take the book that is recommended by you on the marathon. So I used to get the chapter distribution from you, which chapter to read in which day. So I had this clear goal or vision that I will be reading this book. So the day I read the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, I remember that I called you at the morning. I think I sent you an SMS that, Shobit, can we talk for like 2 minutes? Then you said okay, call me. So then I called you. Then I just couldn't help myself to discuss with you that how much I liked the book. So that was the book.
It is
I
a
highly
very,
recommend
very
everyone to read.
rich text
Yeah.
and interesting text. Please, everyone should read that. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't write like this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I think it's okay. A lot of books I didn't even like, which were like bestsellers. So I really like this book, and this is a highly recommended book. So I just want to know one thing, that what do you want to tell our audience as a last note?
Follow Mithu. Please follow his work. He's great. He's doing great work, and I think I would keep him as inventor list of influence, because he's doing a lot of new stuff which people are not doing. People are, even if he's innovating, he's doing it in a very different way. So that is something which is amazing, and he's doing a great work. Please follow his work, and his success is my with my backing is his success going on. So yeah, please
Yeah,
follow
I
him.
am really grateful. I'm really grateful.
Kidding, just
Thank you so
kidding.
much.
I always
Thank you
say
so much for
success is
that.
all yours, nothing else. Success is all yours, and because I always say people can teach you. They will never be make you implement things. So you are the one implementing things, and you are the one taking actions. So yeah, so that is something great. So you're doing a great job, Mithu. Congrats.
Okay, so with that, we come to the end of the podcast, and thank you so much for listening to us, or if you're watching this video on YouTube. And I really, I'm going to put all the links of all the social media handles of Shobit on the links of the description of the show notes. And I hope you like the podcast. And Shobit, before we end this podcast, I just want to say that I want to have you again on my podcast at Sunday. After I'm done with a lot of interviews, I think I have some like 3-4 interviews in the pipeline as well. So yeah, so it was an honor to be a guy like you. So thank you so much for coming to the Impulse Books podcast again.
Thank you, Mithu. It was a great experience and great experience, great learning. Thank you so much.